And you may not automatically associate an archery facility with conservation efforts, but the link between bow hunting and wildlife conservation actually exists. Plus, those who want to sharpen their aim, whether for bow hunting, leagues, or even training for the Olympics, head to West Michigan Archery Center. That's where Todd went to learn more. Take a listen.
West Michigan Archery Center is a 10,000 square foot building. It's on township property owned by Plainfield and partnered with Algoma Township, so we have a lot of cooperation here. On a day-to-day basis, the center is run by a 501c3 nonprofit called the West Michigan Archery Center. The Easton Foundations have invested in a handful of these facilities around the entire country. Now, Michigan is a big bow hunting state, and we're fortunate enough to have a couple of them. There's one in Lansing, an hour and a half away, and then there's one here. Our shooting bay is very similar to theirs. The difference is theirs is adjacent to university and has a gun range in it as well. We're strictly archery. We have introduction to archery classes for people who are new. You can be 8 years old or 80 and take that class and learn how to shoot a bow and arrow. We have a couple of different youth competitive groups. We have the Junior Olympic Archery Development Group, and we have an S3DA shooting group. We also host a whole number of tournaments every year, both indoor and outdoor. Some of them target tournaments, and some of them are 3D tournaments, both indoor and outdoor. We also have 4 or 5 times a year, we have what we call an adaptive shooting clinic for people with unique abilities. They come here and they learn how to shoot and can shoot a crossbow or a traditional bow, and we have coaches here and volunteers who help make that happen as well. We also teach a bow hunter ed class here, and that is designed to teach new hunters how to go about being a hunter in Michigan and in the United States. Teaches them things like how to set up a blind, how to set up a tree stand, how to follow a blood trail, how to properly tag your deer, field dress your deer, and that has led to some new successful hunters as well in our community. One of our male shooters who trains here regularly is going to the Olympic trials in April. He travels from Midland once or twice a week to train here at the center, and he's shot all over the country this year, and he's one of the top 16 male shooters in the country. There's a couple different types of competitive archery. One of them features paper targets, which I think you've done here with us before. And hunters who are typically more interested in the archery as a segue into bow hunting are often interested in 3D archery. 3D archery is kind of what it sounds like. It features 3-dimensional targets that are life-size. We have a number of those targets that are white-tailed deer, elk, mountain lions, moose. We actually happen to have a velociraptor and a Tyrannosaurus rex here. There's a chunk of woods behind the center here where there's a 25-station 3D course in the summer, and people can go through there and encounter lifelike hunting situations, and there's ways to score. We host a number of tournaments that way as well. In order to hunt in the state of Michigan and in other states, you have to purchase licenses, kill tags. Many of us purchase multiple kill tags, and those license fees directly lead towards conservation efforts in the state. They pay for salaries for our state natural resource employees, and all management for wildlife is funded directly through license sales, so hunters play an important role. The wildlife population in our state is much different than it was 100 years ago, and the distribution of predators is such that in suburban areas and where there aren't predators like wolves and mountain lions and bears, deer populations can get really high, and it can lead to starvation or lots of car-deer collisions and other such things. Hunter numbers, generally the state manages distribution of doe tags based on those deer density numbers. Part of your license sales go towards wildlife biologists who manage those things accordingly.
And if you'd like to learn more about archery and the West Michigan Archery Center, please visit westmichiganarchery.com, and to learn more about the Michigan Wildlife Council, visit here for mioutdoors.org. We'll be